kumpa money and trap. Yade machichu my dear bro. Sabre de pemuka. Na ya bo ma libia bo gama konta watrase ya. I just say.
I can tell radio do na so.
And no say unya bretie bi de.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Now yeah, train. I told you. Mamema, some highlights be. I will scrap law banning importation of salvage vehicles. Hey. Nana Danko Kufuado must say omo epese companies say what we are see omo ye cars. Emra Ghana. No omo ba Ghana. Onebo time na ni so ade hu ni say. Sa used cars ni sa salvage vehicles a pima san ya ba ye ni ade no otu anamon se de be ya obetima ide o ma ye free ho se de be ya say ye car foforo wo Ghana brand new car be 600 million ni ade obetimi atona utuetua ni ade na ye yi sa cars na de accident no ni ade ba no o ma bani jo ma say Oko Yiswami magazine no ni koko mpenum ni hwa na wo mo sa cars no no mo di adunya o ma no aduane adintu on the oba obetwa samre ni o ma sa cars na ba
akonta say ya nemra me kai former president ko for time o mo be scrap ayi second hand fridge ni second hand TV ni sa ne ma na koye yo ni yetuma no aduane egu yetuma no aduane egu ba konta ye ntimi ntina ye ABC na ye tim sese no a enkosi awie ye o ene Ghana for ya ye nyai se ye kwan se ya ye se obi me ye maye no wo ya ye dey nti o se ye tena o se ye mpese ye be ko anim enti se kwan ne se ya enke ntina musa ne ntina ho sa se ye pese ye ko anim te se ne ye sori a ye free radio so kan radio so ayem panimfo ne nti o mu ntu kwan kwa abrochire sa ne ye no ye ka ho ye ka no a ne ye dia maw ye de maw a utuetua ne kakrakra enti enkosi dabai na amanfo be sesa bola no abegu ha akonta be 70% 60% of cars ye use no Ghana say accident cars adentia ye nya companies omo ba Ghana aba be ye cars ni bi wa say dia mayen ba Ghana ha
by this comment Emma Nissan
yes
Volkswagen
also
sign track from near Dino.
Yes.
She see omo yembese si omo.
Yeah.
Because those cars no a bus system no do am crofon tom cars.
Na kwenta cars we omo ba be so ma hwe chain no a omnim the number of jobs e be create. Sa chain e kwan ya benam so sesi akwenta ba se VW started so omo ye ka metima kwa akoye agenta me ba Kessben group na me Kessben group mpenifo aba be negotiate on behalf of VW se Kessben group workers no VW for your cars ebia ye wo kaketwa ho ye wo pickup ho ye wo ebia your friends SUV no ne hwan ho ebia bo ne ye say mo salary range no ebia so nyoji say ne ombetima ma ne bi na om de atete ne kakrakra me be ye agenta se cars ne ba na Kessben group for e procure the ma on staff no a I get my say akwenta so tia say I get my say
but I don't see government policy no aban no kire say omo ba be ya de bi say companies bi be hanoma wonim say cars Volkswagen ebia obehu no na enye Volkswagen for na year pass ni nyina company bi country bi year pass no ma supply omo e do omo ye ne say omo be pay local content ebia na so am magazine ko betimi aye boat ama Volkswagen ebi o metimi aye car no steering no company bi wa ha on be ye
wiper blade
no manufacturing chain
whole chain ye no
it won't say aban omampani asema o ka no inimical to the decision of the government
straight away a good companies no a good companies no VW Nissan Sinotrack no ne hwan no to ensure so mo benya market no e wo Ghana no enu nti no mo ka kira ban say aban e free na kwa bia importation of accident cars yen car say untimi import car ma o
you can import second cars
but
car accident
yeah ma kwa ma on fama adenti da chinchina ye the accident cars na epe ni enka say ye to second hand car ni ye dia ba na accident car mum e na Ghana for ye ko ho ha adenti ne akwakoba ne sa ye ko South Africa nom ne ade a akota South Africa ha ya o huntimi import car kokoro mo so we import dia kwa then duty any charges a obetuatua wo ho no enya asem ketoa Nigeria for starting so mo ye ka ya o se friend Peugeot 1 Peugeot hwemra o masese wo mu kromo no mo gradually we are moving on.
Okay say all
because
last year for 6 months Nigeria to omo them because omo say emo a omo dua no krom ho no yento eti omo tum eti Nigeria ni bia no betima import to there ye niemo and for 6 months no sika local rice in producers near the nya no
akota ye tu obi anu aduani agu ye tu kwa hwe be kwa na amrobri ni legalize okroma.
Yes, my about to say memo akohoma memo bo dia kan so and this will extend free SHS to cover private schools. They say I almost say private schools now be called free SHS and they say a private school be any Ghana bill so omoba and this is to construct domestic airport in Upper East region Mahama na and also so eka ho osha all plans by the failed Akufo-Addo to sell off Kotoka International Airport continue our vision to fully operationalize the Kumasi and Tamale International Airport omemana you operationalize that. Wow. Upgrade the Takrady and Sunyani Airport na say airport in Sempa de omapani jomama beyebi bebre no ehon makra akwaba na answer na no I don't know kwachi omapani jondomani mama ka sembi ewo isrebantem na asem no am say ebi mo agina no siboni ana say the okai no sa na tie abra no describe say na do the lifespan will be as a shorter than mabru ni nyina na aba na omokoto no mo nto aba ma ni san say bosia na wabogu ho no nkwala ne meto no say ote ase no abetua ma wo mo makra ma me ntie wenra utie
enra metie I mean NDC ani so ade hunu a omo wode ma omai Ghana mesha say enra NDC former president Mama baby ode ne nkomo no bi fire no na ye baby also ode fire na ye mama hitting say omai ne say obeka say savage cars car pimpim abi okra an airbag apai ebi ohokra sabi ne ase nyama nyina tutu no wo de obehwe se ye besan de abaga na ha but adria meme hu ne nura with respect to sasem na former president Mahama eka ene chese papa no ompesa Ghana be korede
pan empesa Ghana be korede
former president Mahama
ade
sa savit ka asem ya okoka yi kire se ompesa Ghana be korede opese etena ba bia etie na
I don't think so ompese be korede but ono dwene say nipa no bi adwuma omo ye be bo
amane dey na chese sa cars na was wagon for your new cars no and the inside Land Cruisers omo de fiabro chire batie rubber no enti ebedu Ghana ha ense me enkoya na izi edu ba bia oya omo ye bibia friend populist politics I to say mame shedan ka bibi na me fa se bi ntunkofo bitrim sebe ya me de be pay vote Ghana baby you do say no. We don't need president ya vote until or promise you. Ya president or what progress mind. In the Ghana ya pesi yako. Am on condition from parliament. Be send this MPCDB. Omoni company ni ko share omo ya agreement no. Omo si omo best establish your Ghana omo set up. Yam protect omo so interest with respect to Sanyama wemo. And this MPs was there. And the parliament editum and omo yes answer.
That is the Customs Amendment Bill 2020.
And this okay say who the obana over reverse ya. Just say odia say kweti. Ama quick one private schools. Enra ebro mo kansa no na me de obi na netika me yonko bi. And o say free education public schools kura no. Eto na bi aban na nka o twepa. To see also the private schools are free, obe free no. Obi any problem o. Do beka se wo start here mo bi amie private school bi mana because unya bie sa de no to ho se private schools ye free dia e tell se private school owners no government wa fa so betu omo ka but what the
necessary
public school there a bind there ntia kwan na ban fa so fidi o mo no ba se bi o ma hine me ma establish me school now se me nkwada ne mre ne free a e just obetu ameka me boa nti NDC betimi aba mre bi aka ho se free da na o be start atua private school for kan mo bi anti school bi because so bi anzo ho sa ban betua
e bia timi o kai say ya one ekwekun the president and some other kinds of about be double track free. Maybe another way of also calling in a go private school more. Yeah, said double track be anyway.
I know, Mamma Chawadi.
Anna,
and yes, sustainable. And yes, sustainable. I mean, Chawadi. Yabuama private school. I buy a statue to
Yabuama International.
And your core consider the next day, Miss Betty private school. International. Unto me prevent him some mente because at Metia by Betty America. The next day, at Obranso Betty in a private school. And the Bedu baby is our government, or promise private school free. The
government is saying, free SHS, private schools become one. The rest, the existing private schools, and are buying no inculcated into the mainstream. And this will be considered private school. No, to private school.
I found some point and I'm also sustainable. What do you mean? Namran can't be as a man in private school view. And these all kinds of existing ones who don't know about any freer. The other private schools don't know Tiano. Almost all many because my young animal population 30 million anymore. Don't forget the private schools because and now TBB abandoned projects. Abandoned projects.
I see MPP abandoned project party APP.
Am I me so assemble? Kumasi Accra Road, Udame Nkwachiri. Eteki NDC say no mutime. Enya na anu ya MPP ba ya no mutuaso. So for liar. Ekwan ya no senka kopim ebua kwa police station ha, nkaria agency ha no. Omahine na anu enro amitwa mo Cambridge. Ene me hunu say afedi o ma start ya. Omoye. Take 8 years a president ko for free so. Abandoned project. 8 years a president ko for free so. Is it sometimes? Me say omo nim kai enso inimtie. Apart from that, now Professor Jenana Pokwaji, my prof, Kasembi, say Omuba.
Universities, they say they're going to absorb 50% of your fees.
I don't know what man more futuna. I'm so omodikoshim. What
do you make of that, Manager?
50%
of university students.
Now my teaching fee na yahe.
Teaching.
I don't go more funny now. I don't come funny now. The Oba,
say buy back so be more loans.
A student loan. Or that's NDC comment on it say student loan almost so mo be the guarantor system. If you na easy for students to access. Say ye dwene say baby a ye gina say no ye po SHS na ba be free. SHS na ba be free a both parties say chesa bat na say inti ye dwena kokan ni say enko ye say bia ye mani be wie SS no ma ba be boss say ho ne mum obetimi ato akoso akọ omanim so okọ university so okọ training college so okọ teacher training na say nursing training obetimi akọ nanim but nyomo ka no
ya ma meaning komo kakra Madame Daniela Matthias to say
Nyame adumo ye ho ye na moso
ya do ba de ase anope ye ho ye power Kessben ha enra ajabo bedri manifesto koso kama na yedi nkomo bi kakra wa ha menim say go straight to the issue because yana emre no kakra wontina ade ba ko man peri John Domani Mahama kan say odwene swame magazine odwene aboso kan ni kokompe for ho ntino oba emra Customs Act 2015 Act 891 as amended in 2020 law banning the importation of salvage vehicles no obe year free ho ebe mu fi say oyi free ho no ma inimical to the industries are almost setting up eba be ye cars wo Ghana ha no na denti na mo take this decision
one cast yo metia ETF ni na Nankopon adom at the party NDC yetunya launch ye People's Manifesto.
That's right.
Ye mekani say utie ye manifesto mu ne ehye pa ne adwempa eye NDC ni President Mahama ɛwɔ Ghana ho a in fact na who say there is hope for the country, all is not lost. Na say yenka say other automobile no omo we are saying that they will come and also have a space. With Ghana, automobile space near very large. But yankasa near Jin who say Jin aboso kind for who Jin for electrician for whom ye can we juma Jin body works near the idea who say salvage vehicles eboa sa aboso kan free wo mo spare parts adwuma ho eboa omo ye body works eboa omo ye even sa trotro for mo use to be crowd here commercial no any taxi drivers any yemo a yentumi afford already brand new cars no eyadia eboa into wuntumi nka say all of a sudden no over the banding the importation of these vehicles. And yes, I had Jane. Me say be a Uber to me afford the brand new car. Me, Daniela, mean to me afford it. Now Ghana for the brainy mebu be so depending on these salvage vehicles. Emma omudi yen numa bebre. Into banding it. Under this COVID, under this stress economy, enya dia beboa aboso kan for, enya dia beboa magazine for. What did you make a watch as here?
Yeah, me too.
Na me kai pa so say imam penyi Nanado proud to 2016 election no. Otina trotro mu any trotro diversity komo, otina taxi diversity komo. Sak trotro no timu no na wom wada wom. Na aboso kind wom na body works wom sprayer wom mechanic wom o show mo bo sa oba baba be show mo dwuma ni mutina sankofo ya so all of a sudden no oba be bande se ne akwan omofa so mu dididi debi yenya ne sa eye opese we bibi kura na eye boko because o ko temahabo say ya say you may band of salvage vehicles say ebe affect even clearing agents ebe affect your mujuma intino President Mahama Jin hu and wa consult aboso kind magazine for and wa consult a sprayers mechanics and no who say Debbie Sadia we see abandon na enya dia beboa emegunu enya dia beboa Ghana for enya die be boa trotro ni taxi drivers ni ade obobia mami Musa we Daniela okay Daniela mami Musa say these companies are omo eba Ghana ha ebia oma Volkswagen ne Sinotrack ne sa companies no omo ne aban tenase say omnis and for omo beba omo so sre say aban so protective omo kakra so obi e the salvage car apem eba no be ya no shisha trotro no nyani nyina na car apem taxis nyani nyina na car apem to most of the cars no ebi apem fine but nyani nyina na apem second hand cars government allows them for how long na cars are apem no ye be allow omo ma be gu asa na da bia bebre suso ba accident and now for some time na car no accident bebre research show say ye we are bebre so problems in kwa etunyi say you betimi aye na going forward in about 5-6 years na Ghana for betimi afford new cars are yo me dasipa me pa chowo asema we bi say me so asema person bi say brand new cars na ye wo Ghana ha no omunya accident ya to twene ana
say enya accident
ko sanko fo yi ahomo omunye hu adwuma omunsie car ne ma ye
and you said the vitafo be nya adwuma ye
exactly
say car na pema vitafo be nya adwuma ye nti omu mfira adwuma msa
asema wo kan ye no na me be say me kire wo say if it's a brand new car with the free workshop na the pia etu mepem mane say intino nie kan say ye Ghana market no esun omu wo space omu form brand new cars ne mra But salvage vehicles now you're the ban.
Okay.
You best stop it.
A quick one on education. The government, the NDC says that they are going to absorb 50% of university fees and then extend free SHS to private school. How are you going to do that? Say na mo be no.
Minya woni bibi where ye nhihye President Mahama Diaba me de pa kire say me amiti he me ba 2021 nyame aduma obeko university. Unim say university no na admission fee no na ha who for ye pa because no I was say I was so good pesika na wudi tua akwala no ko she school ni mu we no start so ogilo ni ade na we kushi no ho kakra but who tua sab sika boom no na parent no ye me ma hwe me nia be mama na wie university inti minim senior inti President Mahama say who be remu a obeti sika no so ama 50% na who be 50% na abani so for 50%. In fact ye welcome pa eye nijema awofo yemfa ni say so wutua be 3,000 and I said 6,000 admission fee a sisi a President Mahama so betua 3,000 and now betua 2,000 senya be ya oba no betumi enter university home. Now when you share me abema woni say you cut down the number of ministers krana to 8 year sika ye benya no nim sika dodo ye benya sika bebre appointment political appointment ye wo ye cutting over for 200 sika Ghana ye be save hwe ya away no enye say yet na hokeke and ye this how policy by ye consult over 9 months and ye to come up with this manifesto. So about education, there is no political party that can surpass the NDC in our education. Send now a few Jerry John Rollins, so RBC President, so Epa President Mahama. So we share education policies. I yet banning Juma to make you education sector. No political party can surpass.
All right, Daniela, me do be see her na minim say enkomo no yasha ase no bebre o hono ma beto aso me da CP. Daniela Mavis Matthias na motese na twetwe enkomo no. Yaw. Nintre mo no are you people convinced?
Na me can say free senior high school to private school. Makonta na say still ya vita for no say ye ka no ha. Me di betwi me kofitem me break ebeye yi me kofitem akwa akwesesa no me oil me kofitem akwa akwesesa no enti fitafo na dwuma efi omonsa ne de he fitafo no kra no will get an opportunity ebinum will get an opportunity to go and work with automobile companies ibi akontako Toyota yes ye chire he yai ene nizamfo ya de o machine we chire ya nye fitafo na da bia de cars ekomo moma we repair my omanu aduane a etu agu ne say this time it will be more professional.
All right, professional.
I mean can't say we so is the political parties no more your manifesto na ya na de BBT o mind the fact say ya mrase from November 1st ka apem ana ka nsu afa no yam fa man tese obi ntimi enkra second hand kan fa ma ese saveda apem anasu afa 1 2 and also ntese ka wo krum ha trotro bebrebe wa ha ne taxi nyina ese sare nyina de akogu bola school but what me point na say my argument no perfect Peter for aboso kan for ni ade ba aboso kan for I hear any magazine for him say, make walk me corre ya ma him mitimi. Ya mrase ya mfaka apemo maha no just em koram kotwa kuno. Me that's what you so. So the fittest will work.
Okay.
On have no.
Yentie
the case o hangina no. And that's what kroma.
Ya tama so yentie omampani John Dramani Mahama asema okan ye ewo ye o kye se magana fo nto abama na nado san se eba enyini mu ne yedi nyini na enyini dia kana na nado be wuntem oyine dua mu bu omo be nyini no se me macho start again start
of Akufo-Addo is shorter than all you young people. If you go to the market, you see a small goat skin and you see an old goat skin. Young people can die, I agree. But if the natural order is to be maintained, somebody who is 20 years old here going to live maybe the next 50 years. I, at my age, I'm going to live shorter. Nana Akufo-Addo is going to live shorter. Because at his age, in the natural order of things, if everybody is going according to his age, he has a shorter time. No, I'm making a point. Because of Akufo-Addo is shorter.
A comment, quick one.
It's very unfortunate. You see, politics now more, you know.
What I'll say. Nanado above 137 billion. I almost say free SHS. Free SHS Sika just about 3 billion, 3.4. We are no free man. Sika Kanya only be ultimate or the eye. This infrastructure I am display in Anka or Yashi. And you know, she the fear engineer, a good father be wuntem. Now on trusting or between Sikana, my Melbrunti, Mabuno to Abamanwa. And Faswonisu.
And I'm a casa. It's very unfortunate because only Madikontia.
What do you mean by unfortunate?
Oh, sir, politics. Who shared the comment? No, but so does Anando. Nifia would in what you need to do. Tiska or Geno, be I yen here betria.
And as a son or can I also share comment?
But me can't be Adria Monosebu.
That's all no one admit.
And Adria Danso, Ebu. At the end, say, even NDC one and the former President Lawrence. Bessia boy or dear Ghana, you know. And then the chance of former President Lawrence time, no.
No, TI.
That be me ba. Former President Lawrence time. Up to now, that's what
yeah.
But what I say, even that in Ibu Okra, every former President Kofo, yeah, that's what yeah. And this comment way necessary.
All right.
Media me expecting this as a manifesto Malanti. They should tell Ghanaians, yeah, by a way, and no, I'm former President Mama Kacha Ghana for say. Me mistake am here 1, 2, 3 nini. This time me ba me be way. Obi I will say free education ya this can na kwa no. I've heard also the private school back home. Okay, 1 minute now wrap here.
Yeah, corner. Near Papa John Dramani Mahama walking the akonta. Nani or catch say young Kofa Kwada Uchiano for the president. So only Benina Babichia can be
15 years. Yeah, no,
Kwada, what do 1 month? Out Chianama Meno for no ebedi president here. One on a Kobo Bosia or more money in a betia. Akutai idea some no more catchery. Politics in the baby or Omoden Nanam. Say Akufo-Addo, when in fear with this Akufo-Addo was a 76 years. Akufo-Addo 76 years, no Kojebosia, or no Bewaja won't be in Chiriman Nebetia, and Yankofa Kwada. What do 1 month and now 1 day? Uchiana Mameno Fan, no need president. No Bosia or Nuna Aye Jumechi, and you're very near Gusutia. I didn't tell politics, no. Kenya some tray I have be on the nanam. The politics be on penny. I do baby. I could tell us be hard on them. Only issue be a catching. It's be on more. Baby, I didn't nanam. As some tray, I could tell Tigana or be a trend quite at your friends. So am I. Okakasi, I will investigate JB Dankwa. Atamos conference we investigate JB. I manifesto ourselves.
I was here for Daniel Huaba. Demonstration basic school. Bangalore for the principal and external works. Construction of an entrance roads, lanes, lawns, and football field. Again, Nusrat Jahan Ahmadiyya College of Education in Wa. Awa Mohammed say ono, enyini che ono. Enti enya no kreda. Said Nana Jopoku Ajimai. Omo penso. But 2015 the Nana Jopoku Ajimai kanu. It was absorbed at the training college. So probably they can take credit for that. But the school was established in 1991. But it was absorbed as a public institution. And you know, well, whether that's or not, we're trying to get an opinion from the MPP's outfit to find out what they also make of the NDC's manifesto. But before then, let's get the headlines. Elizabeth Ohine assumes duty as guest editor. Thursday. That is the Daily Graphic. NDC on rescue mission, says Mahama. President Akufo-Addo elected ECOWAS chairman. Nanado, that's the CIA, you know. Now, yesterday I saw a post that was so funny. Almost say, Penny John Dramani Mahama. Oya ECOWAS chairman will lose the seat. Nanado say the last day I am ECOWAS chairman. Government to investigate appropriation of CSR lands from Pom Boatin says so. Let's get to the daily guide. The Daily Guide this morning says NDC launches manifesto. Nana elected chairman ECOWAS. Akufo-Addo has short life like goat skin. Mahama. This comment is a bit in a bad taste. Anyway. Nana about 137 billion. And so kakra bi no dia free SHS. Dia aka nyina na ye di mfie na enyini dia Akufo-Addo wanche obewu. Na owu a onti asekra na bosia na amachi ama obetua. Etimabunu to abama na omonka hu se bosia omba betua daache no. Omoto abama Akufo-Addo obesa bobia kan. Yes. Achim's plan Mahama demo. CRI calls for early school reopening. Ghanaians won't fall for NDC tricks and lies, says MPP. Government borrows 727.8 million for September, November. Hey, borrow India. Losing 2008 elections was a mystery. Ex-President Kufuor was saying who Chirino or this in there on Tiasia the entire Ghana for Tuabetia almost 2008. It's a mystery. But then you were voted against. Penny. Whether mystery or no mystery, they kicked you out. The New Crusading Guide says, ECOWAS endorses Akufo-Addo. Mahama inciting ethnic groups against MPP, says Mustafa Hamid. That's also captured here. The Chronicle says, Mahama fulfilled only 30% of 2012 manifesto, says Mustafa Hamid. And untino obezo chese di aka ode beba no ntumi nye. Or the 30% to pay. Stop firefighting approach. The illegal activities of Western Togoland promoters. Okay. The Daily Statesman says issues-based campaign is in the interest of MPP. Demonstration to hit NDC leader over Achim insult. Akufo-Addo chairs ECOWAS. Promises to drive regional integration. We have superior governance record. MPP challenges NDC. And the last paper, the Ghanaian Times. Vote NDC for bright future. Mahama to Ghanaians at manifesto launch. He said he's here to rescue Ghanaians from the doldrums, from the dungeon, from economic elevator, from economic emancipation. Ghana, amemwoninye asay. Nti omampani jo mama obeyi Ghana for free kwasum amuwom e koma demo amemo tantan na nadan kwa Akufo-Addo ebu omampani jo mama se wono do betima yi ma free enti wonto abama na motoma no a e na mbehu se wasesa ne 90 kanena ne 90 no na nkoyi sesi ade o se onioma frigu a and ohunu day ohunu shishe. We'll try and talk to the NDC, but before then, let me welcome Fred from Verma Plus. But you catch them will say ebo nongoche konwa kojo ponkruma ebe press conference from the Regional Coordinating Council. Omampani Nana Danko Akufo-Addo ewa santimantem ha odnani echre techiman Bono East ojumedi ebi di wo ho. Entino enei answer number kono yantie se aban kasamafo information minister kojo ponkuma ene central for nsenkaye bi menim se manifesto no nsem no beti tibia eno me no kasei eno na aba live no nti yemfa omo kakra na afei yewia ene Verma Plus for Chichenko.
76 have been completed and are working, and the remainder he has tasked the minister responsible, the Honorable Alan Kojo Chairman team, to ensure that we make a lot of progress in their completion. Now, the Atebubu Kwame Danso Kojo Krum Road, under the Year of Roads program, is also going to have its share of road construction. So the president will cut sod and hand it over to contractors as part of his tour. Then in Techiman, he will, as he usually does, open up for accountability with the media on Classic FM. His tour will take him to Tuobodom and Nkranza, where he will cut sod for the construction of a district hospital. Investment in healthcare infrastructure remains one of his priorities, and he will keep faith with that priority. Mr. President will also inaugurate the Bono East Regional House of Chiefs as part of his tour. It will be recalled that President Akufo-Addo, in keeping faith with his manifesto commitments, oversaw the creation of 6 new regions and has been working since their creation to support the building of institutions and structures necessary for their smooth operation. The new House of Chiefs is one such institution, and President Akufo-Addo is grateful for the opportunity to make these investments in building institutions. Now, on Wednesday, the President will cut short for the construction of the Tobodom town roads. He will attend the Deba and inspect ongoing construction of the Regional Coordinating Council in Techiman South and North. And then on Thursday, he will inspect ongoing construction of various educational facilities under the Senior High School Intervention Project at Sunyuai Senior High School. He will also inspect the Banafo Zira Adamsu ongoing road construction in German South and visit the Wedi Africa Tomato Processing Factory and agro farms in Brekum West. The President will continue his tour Friday with the inspection of the ongoing rehabilitation of the 15-kilometer New Doma Yeshima Road, among others, and will attend the Deba of Chiefs and People of Odumase, Kwetere, and Adentia Bedu. On Saturday and Sunday, Mr. President will commission and inspect ongoing projects in Tano North, Tano South, and Sutifi North as well, which includes the commissioning of the 68-bed the 68-bed facility and doctors' accommodation and children's ward at Kenyasi Government Hospital. In the Afro region, President Akufo-Addo will attend Debe's commission a business resource center at Gorso, cut short for the construction of the 30-bed polyclinic in Mim, and inspect ongoing construction of roads in Sankore before wrapping up his tour. So you can tell that it is a very packed tour, loaded with a lot of commissionings and constructions and engagements with chiefs and people in these regions. Throughout the tour, the President will use the opportunity to also hear firsthand from the people and commit to the remaining parts of his administration's agenda. Let me quickly take that one in three so that we can move along as quickly as possible. Omampeni Adanko Akufo-Addo, Oko Niamey Niger no, and no anajuno bidu ye, Oba Kumasi directly from Niger. Anopei will be fierce akoto ewo Bono East ene ahafo mantem or the enensia ene beye sa ato. Enema hodo obeye te se nne oko basa kejeji one nananoma hemfo ne omanfo ebedin komo odu kwame danso a warehouse fufuro bi a ye ho adwuma obebia no ewo ho sa warehouse no Ministry of Food and Agric and AC ebeka 50 warehouses are Special Development Initiative Ministry. So I adwuma esan say enuane ne no baya ye do no e wo se nya warehouses ahodo a ye de begum esum ansampo na say bi bekodwuma na say de bi go na da pamu yakeso ayetumi akeso nti ene obaka ko esa warehouse no adwuma. As part of One District One Factory program no ye name say ye target 260 factories. Ahenu ene eduasia sabre aye kase ahenu ene eduasa mienu 232 ena ye de ensaka edisi eni su say ye pese ye boa ankrankran nyuma na ye bie factories ahodo emu ahenu ne eduasa mienu 232 ena ye de ensaka sabre ye kase emu eduosun sia 76 de eye adwuma kradeda de aka no mampeni say openi chairman hwena yentumi ntu ho anamon wano nene ordinary ebekwa koche amentin agro processing factory I can say One District One Factory program you atebubu kwame danso kojokrom kwan so no obehu se ode asobebo form ama contractor for ye ho adwuma no afiase ansa no du techima ya wajibre no ne omanfo edinkita ho e Classic FM obetoa nento abono so Tobodom nkranza se odu ha ode asobebo form na district hospital for Friday PCC wo hodi afiase aye ehun adwuma ansa na Bono East Regional House of Chiefs of Mampeni ebehema ye bia no ebeka ya Mampeni na hwe na yate 6 new regions no so ye bia regions na say tisa regions na enema regions ni hia na o mahoden akosoro bi ti say Regional House of Chiefs no hwe mani na ye de buku akwa bi no Mampeni ene okoye ho adwuma ukuada odi asobebo form na Tobodom Krum akwan aye no yefiase aye ehun adwuma Regional Coordinating Council so aye be ehun adwuma wo techima no so no eno so ode aso bebo form yefiase aye ehun adwuma ya wada School war Sunyan Senior High School in Tremu and Nasem Kuntujuma or Adan fraud near the IAC or the many Eboka and Sana Banafo Zezra Damsu, a Pina Yeno, or the Neni Aqua Corre. Omampeni Ifiada, Obeka Corre 15 kilometers, Pina Ye or New Doma Yakrima side ho. Na Onena Nanoma, him for Subetnas or Udumase. Kwetire ene adentia bedu meme dane kwasi ada de ordinary beko akokyere Tano North ne Tano South ne Sutifi North na 68 bed facility bi a wo ho ene be bia doctor for ene omo ahokanfo betena wo Kenya State Government Hospital no mampani be hwe ma ya hwadwuma Ahafo region 30 bed polyclinic e wo mem no so obekwa akohwe na ye de aso abofom ana adwuma ye wo hono ordinary aqua cohe and Sana Business Resource Center yesi wo go so they are one of my person e bi enuma nkuma ne ade no mbenyam wo ne aqua cohe sankore sei e kwan ye koso e wo sankore no so ordinary e be cohe nti yenyina ye be sere se ye de ye ni be di akire na edumaso a o mampani adanko akufo ado aban eye e wo bono east any half regions no and nebe nsia e da enimi a ode nani akire ho no yesu ye di akire abo ho de wuro magana fo nyina ate. Our second brief this morning is about government's further investment in the efficiency of some of the ministries, departments, and agencies. And the Akufo-Addo administration, as part of its commitment to continuously resourcing the public sector so that it can deliver efficient services to the Ghanaian public, will in the coming days present some more logistics to institutions as part of the implementation of the public sector reform for results projects. The logistics include about 25 vehicles, scores of motorbikes, and office equipment. The selected beneficiary entities include the DVLA, the Birth and Death Registry, and some ministries, departments, and agencies. The development objective of the PSRRP is to improve efficiency and accountability in the delivery of selected services by these public entities. The project partially supports the implementation of Ghana's National Public Sector Reform Strategy 2018 to 2023 and is being supported by a World Bank credit facility. It is the expectation of government that these logistics will further enhance the service delivery, efficiency, accountability, and citizen engagement of the beneficiary organizations. So me want to talk about with you. I bring you a brevia mampeni na ban no her say akadia nyuma ku ahodo here na omadwuma ne mo pagya na obema o saka enti ye nyina be kaya soldier for police for abrani abribia na ode kasa akadia na ode boa wom so omadwuma no be kosoro ene kakra da enimi ye de cars ne motorbikes ahodo any office equipment ba be ma DVLA Birth and Death Registry any ministries ni departments ni agencies ni bi World Bank mo de boa National Public Sector Reform Strategy no eno na eboa ya ma etumi ayese adwuma no na ehwe anim se eno so ebeboa na saa enwuma koi omunwuma na omoye no emu apagya na som a omosom Ghana for no eno so akọ wano. Our third brief this morning is on COVID-19. The government of Ghana commends the general public and all stakeholders who have played various roles so far in the COVID-19 fight and have helped us achieve the current levels of success that we are achieving. It will be recalled that from March 12, 2020, Ghana started recording COVID-19 cases. And since then, the government of Ghana, under the leadership of President Akufo-Addo, has been hands-on in urging all stakeholders to support Ghana's 5-part strategy. And the 5-part strategy essentially is to limit the importation of cases into Ghana, contain the spread of cases in Ghana, provide adequate care for those who have contracted the virus, limit the socio-economic impact on Ghanaians, and produce logistics locally now that global logistics are in short supply. Now, you will recall, colleagues, that right from the onset, the government of Ghana, under the leadership of President Akufo-Addo, has worked tirelessly to rally all Ghanaians behind the flag and the national agenda through regular engagement by the President himself on selected Sundays and the government, that the majority of Ghanaians have supported our efforts and have played various roles in helping us attain the levels of success that we are attaining currently. The exception has been the few who, for parochial political interests, have always sought to undermine the government efforts. Contrary to their efforts to always discourage people from following the government's lead and its laid-down approach, and their efforts to always bastardize every step that government has taken so far, we observe that stakeholders have shown support, resilience, and good judgment. As we have gradually commenced easing of some of the restrictions, Ghanaians have not responded to the scaremongering and other undermining tactics aimed at undermining the government's efforts. It will be recalled, colleagues, that when we started opening up the schools, there was this whole agenda to encourage parents to withdraw their wards from school initially when a number of cases were recorded on campuses. It will be recalled the attempts to dispute the official data, to dispute the testing protocols, and the entire government response. But gradually, it is becoming evident that the steady leadership of President Akufo-Addo, his well thought out strategy in handling COVID, and the compassionate leadership that the administration has demonstrated in times of crisis has outweighed all the propaganda and ill wishes that came in opposition to the government efforts. This morning, much as we express concern that some Ghanaians are already taking things for granted, and the President in his last address called on all of us to continue to observe the preventive etiquette. Much as we express that concern, we also commend the general populace, especially the stakeholders such as the medical community, parents, security agencies, etc., who have supported the government efforts so far. As at this morning, our active case count stands at 831. It's been coming down from about 7,000, that's a couple of months ago. We are now at 831. We'll continue to provide adequate health care for these 831 and encourage persons to conduct themselves in a manner that they also do not become new cases that would escalate our current case count. We pay particular attention, especially as we have opened the Kotoka International Airport, to ensure that any persons who come through the airport and turn positive can be treated and therefore the risks contained. We thank the President for his leadership and the people of Ghana for keeping faith with him. Ma nefa eno otwi na fi yemmo dia etwato ne to na yetumi agem questions na yeya no. Yebeka ya 15 March ena COVID-19 ifi ase ehu bi wo Ghana na mampene adanko Akufo-Addo ne na ban ede enema num enegu akwan se yenkonti ade di kan kwa ya be fa so na yare ne bi amfi ama no ne amma mekan ho eno nti no ye borders ye close ni na ye di asrafo ne ade ejinejina ye borders ano na nsen ya na ye Kotoka International Airport ye de enema gu akwan mu atumi ma ya kwanyama ye bie uye no fi ho a wono ma no manya bi no kwan be ne be fa so na ya ma o ma yare hwe na yare no antre enkum nipa bebree etoso me yensa o manya bi no ayare hwe a ye de ma o no ye ni so ade hu no se o ho betom kwan be ne be fa so na ye di nkunim wo ho etoso nan yare no wo ko a de nsunsunso ebro man no ye se ya lockdown bi antene fi a ekom ne ohia ne ade eba eno nti no sabre den na nke betumi aye na nipa huhihia na yekom no abafom nti yebe hu o mampani niam ahodo so ye nsuo nyinam kanea ne ade ode kyeyen eto a yetuetu akra o tete so ne ade nyina no waye ede aboaye ansana sabre ye wiase niam ayehia de atia sa COVID-19 eno so no kwa be na yeso yebetumi produce bi o ha nti nro ne mask ne ade nyina wahwema ya ebi wa ase na ene anope ye pose ye bo Ghana fo abaso se nipa dodo na etie omampani afutu ne na kwankyere na ye didi a doctor fo ne mpanimfo no akyerɛkyerɛ ye no so menne anope ye kase yare no nipa ewo bi o Ghana ne so ate fiti beye mpem nso na ne wo ne so ate aba aha nwotwe ene aduasa baako 831 bi ehwe nim se sa aha nwotwe ene aduasa baako ye be koso amoma yare hwe na omuso ho ato na ye koso asere se ipa foforo bi so nkonkonya bi nka ho nti ye besere se ye hwe hu ye na so ye bi ameka ho na de aye hwe me so ate no krampo na nsan ankoso esanso daga na fo ase se ye nyina kai se yare ba ye kwatie ebi mu politics nti abre ni abre bia no na omo tu mfuturo guga na fo ani aban ka se ye mfa ni mfa omo se de bi ye mfa benkum aban ka se yare ni akosi se ya omo se enye no kore na omo tori bi kra na omo feki numbers ni bi kra ni ade editum enso ni nyina ekọ eba no Ghana fo akere etirimu popa opepa ene asutie edi de omampani akere ne de aban akere no echi eno nti no de ayakere kire nyina no ye bi so a ne yare no wonu ma wobi no eba fom ti nkomo a ye bi esukuu no na ebi mo tugum se munkofa mo man fi school o munkofa mo man mi school o ye da Ghana fo ase titiwa wo fo se omutie ya doctor fo ne teacher fo ne ade kan ya den kwala ni le atumi awie sukuu a omo befie sa bebe persona wono ma na etu mfuturo gu nkofo ani se numbers na ba na nye no kre omo kata so anyi ni na nkofo owu ne yen kan ade no Ghana fo edi no kre na chi dia doctor fo ne mpanifo etre no edi etire na nhihye edi gu akwam nyina so no ye di so enne yare no kakra ye di nkunimo so be koso asere se ye koso eya asutie ekoso di omampani ene aban ene mpanimfo nhihye no maye no eso a yebedi nkunim ewo sa yare eso. Colleagues, I'll take a very final brief for this morning before we take your questions both in English and in Twi. It's about ECOWAS. The Republic of Ghana receives with gratitude the election of President Akufo-Addo as a new chairman of ECOWAS by the Assembly of Heads of State at their 57th summit in Niamey, Niger yesterday. Ghana notes that it being an election here, it is a rare occurrence that our president will be given such a task and honor, especially at a time that the sub-region is battling a pandemic, insecurity, and economic challenges. We note, however, that this election is an expression of confidence in the ability of President Akufo-Addo to multitask both locally and internationally, even in the midst of all these complexities. Gleaning from commentary from the sub-region about the impressions of our compatriots about how President Akufo-Addo has steered the affairs of this republic in the last 3.5 years, we note that there is an expectation that the president's steady and considered leadership will percolate across the region and inure to the benefit of all in West Africa. As Mr. President mentioned in his acceptance speech, the peoples of West Africa deserve no less than the fulfillment of the objectives of peace, progress, and prosperity. And our expectation is that his leadership that delivers this in Ghana will percolate across the West African sub-region. Semebo eno tofa wotwi mu a Ghana ye de anije enetitum se West Africa nyinara enora mpanifo hia wo Niamey Niger eto abase yeyi omampani a ono bedi amampani e wo West Africa nyina enim no omi Ghana mampani na na Danko Akufo-Addo yenim sa afie we abato afia e wo Ghana ha sei a e bio nka West Africa nyina no obia eni edi yare abai sene ombetumi akon etia yare wo momemu bambo sene etiate dom atete wo West Africa important ha sei ama bambo ho aseme hia ansa na yare ya ye ko etia ne yankasa ye hia dadai nti ama si kasem ne adwumasem akwa ho hia mu no na nka bebre susu se ka omde bema obi a sebe ono so ne memu no nkansem bebre ni ho nanso sabre yehu ne pefe se ekire se West Africa man penimfo e wo gidi ona na Danko Akufo-Addo mu se whilst afie we ya battle Ghana na ye kwantia sa yare bambo ho asem ne nkeka ona ade nyina obetumi aye Ghana de no na wadi West Africa ni na so anim na yaye wo so mo de na kan yetieti nkomo ekoso West Africa efa sani omuhu omampani ne kendia odidi Ghana enimu na sa afie mi nsane fra ya ba besin ya ihu se nipa dodo so ehwe nim se sani awaboa ma ye toto Ghana ne ma yi sa so na or date sa ne kandi no ebeboa ni nua no mama mpani aka wo West Africa no so dey atoto omaman e dey yi na yen ye wogidie se ne mampani kan wo ne nkomo no omudi abro moto abama no wie no West Africa nyina ye hwe anim se asomdwe mpuntuo ene yiyo ebedadi na sene ono yema na dedi wo Ghana ha se no saa na ye we arishim so obedi anim na ya ye wo West Africa ha nyina anuanom ayen nkomo na ya no pay ye di hia mo eno ni abri say kosa bi wo nkomo na ye ho ana se nsem bi a ebempe ho a ye bebo mo den na ye ya no sabe nti be se ka mic no e available at na ke ye kosa. So we'll take about 4 questions, responses.
Asante Mantama Central for Asia, and some of the two many woman penny aproba, walko, Jato Fambo, on the abonnet tough and then we have say, we be a mako, or Yakana Samano bonnet toffa, Amobia Atiasie. And you know, the Akano Ombechia Guahomas from Bam with the Abrena, Yanua di Unkoma. Abraham, I want to say,
Namia a jet of a bonus, Yanya, when metos into the first.
A jet of about the first. I only a tough and the
so was sentimental, wanting me rubber phones.
One of Copen was on Cofa, Papa no Sambaya, and way and some baby. He said, I also Papa Neba. Oh, yeah, Papa Neba. General Secretary, member Vema Plus. I said, don't get ya. Ka assembly nede. Wasi papa bi na wo ye company. Company ya wo ye. Wo ye dross.
Okay.
Ba wan tman kire say ma dross anase
but say ya de na ya kan dross, me tie ya dross.
E do so ye dross. Na dross na wo ye no. Ana obey dross na wie no wo ye be 200 dross a. On be wie o mu pie no obe kan na ka be 150 na 50 ayira. Why are just an Osida Kobe inclusive search? Oh, my you want show Montadima, Obia said dross. A tea and no more Mokoe. To watch man or one chain. And watch man and say, Papa, or more bar, or more free, or more point, Juma no more banner, such you. I don't know more bad air bed, Juma's round such you.
Address the free fee by
Papa is you now, dear, one finity, or more nastilla. Dross no ira.
Short and short.
And I was in a son at Tedia. On bad day. Which man? To that one of palm maybe 200 the bedjuma. Omudu Anias will be unchained. You do that dema. Young Korea. Omo we are dear no. Bay 50 will be answer pants.
There's all my tumpata no moba. Hey! And yes, I say,
one shop pants. It will go round money upon what we pass national crown what we go. It's a week be a Monday to Saturday. Oh, we are passing says Swakotong.
Hey!
Now, I mean,
Celebo ni bomunti we
section no say many January yes such run I say. So watch man on the year you say man be a word you remember on the search no.
Say man so am word you remember one be bo so search.
And no so ya you see asem. But the bottom line is message I say don't get ya the my no che say. Edu maybe you think outside the box. Enya cratch phone kwan enyansa wo mutre. Okay. Watch man now wo kwan chen. Okay, no papa no tie ntem anka ne dross no do do.
I short to sa.
Entino wo mo manifesto no. Wo mo ne watch man for. Wo mo ne vita for. The masses. And wo ko ji fintino mo friend the people's manifesto.
Oh, okay.
He made a lot of sense.
Yeah.
But dross no dey be shame.
Say ne ho so na nipa beti.
And am for bebre di o ma dwene susu ne
be. Wo road dross a wonim nyansa ho. Tebe wo mo road dross no mo hu.
Dem kan say o vanda wa.
Sa ko si abusa.
Me hu ba bia
honorable. Honorable na say on say ade ne de o ma me wo no na nsa da na ada na wo wuro bi no awurade ene ma sesan
o road dross ani nyansa
o ma ene ma sesan wa brabom
sa
say wo wura wotimi hu shape ni nyina na wo
I said you can tell he's a philosopher.
Yeah.
And I was sure teacher Niampa. I was in my narration.
No, you're good, pa.
And I did enjoy the narration, especially.
Now the dross now.
Enjoy. No. I'm from Anusia. Say for bedroom was.
Over John was money.
Oh no, creating the dross story free feed. On the own gas dross. Now me no how can enjoy story. No now be blame me. The other story back and in here with you. On Betty Anka or the buy.
All right.
But what's in the beside say? The manager no. Sometimes now mo boss searching. O person who crowd phone into was he part. The man is no more yesterday. I said, you remember so?
Come on, I don't get it. I want to kind.
What do you mean for Mark? Oh, I said, manifesto your other matters.
I said, the other matters.
I think I said, you may for about
Debbie, now for baby to say, Kosia, someone, Uncle Rod Roswa.
Oh my, Adum na Komano annoyance. Jamiadum. Let's have a casa.
Okay, welcome back to the studios of Kessben. We're live on Facebook, on facebook.com/Kessben FM and youtube.com/Kessben Television, and across the globe you can get us on KessbenFM.com. We are live on television and also on radio 93.3. This is Sanani Boatin Studios. Makra, Mofamin Koja Sunafi. I don't pay me if you say they don't call from the NDC. They are the latest guys in town. Yes. And then Yaopuku Mensa, a tutor at Ahmadiyya Secondary School, will also be joining us on the ticket of the MPP. And we'll be having a discuss. Yes, I say, if we know Chinani, it's not a Kawasem. Now, Yabamun Chayani Busamo, Diana would free NDC for her. Now, Tiano, at saying Tiawa. Aba yego
ohene so aka wa asem kama nya fe na be politics bia
I said you say this year state to be otiase yo na omode tourist one of the finest.
Hello
ohene
Kojaso
ya Kojaso adesmama na ya start ewo karida
ya say one can dress na asem maybe
na ko dai asem ko pass be ko minim asem mo ka wa
akeka kuna be ka o say how pass I say you get your dress
oba me ye make up na
me mi gina fo mo bi do ha na say oh ya na e ka asem na wa ha na me say di asem ha
I just say won ni ma de
me ni ma de
you know the dress story no
osususu we meni
omahe se minim de hafo ama mi ko gina la ni ma waso ma ne sori a ubedi mi gina wani mu nua ba mi gina wani mu keke
akojo sisi a otu mi fu ya mi gai obo so wani kuku ani akoso aso mo ba no pa no a on be so ma hwa se na ho te se mi am ze
enu asa ba ka se I think I on ere manager wa dwuma kada ne kene ni be jepa what my advice no
all right
Dr. Mensa have
Karida
Tessa Nimia Mami Omunina Cabo Matrasi Ewo Kote na Wachida Yawa de Benti Busia Penny coaches and Fantumunina nim Say Ninia Ba Nimpon Yawa de Bay and a yen commission Busian Hunti Mami Penny and a da from Auntie Age Sanya Cano ba friend Auntie Obejiso Fusenia Kwaba
Yero mahene
Bibi aboko
Yesu adum
ya do ba dia se ya boku mensa so
anyame adarum
Bibi aboko
anyame adum e de enko achi.
All right, the NDC manifesto is here and some highlights. Embark on special anti-corruption program Operation Stink. Development priorities, and they've listed some here. 1. Fixing the economy and uniting against poverty. Promoting human development. Promoting infrastructure for accelerated growth. Creating sustainable and decent job. Ejumapa. That's what they call it. Promoting good governance, anti-corruption and accountability. And deepening international relations. Then we have renovate the National Theatre. Continue the new Adibiasi Stadium project. Free tertiary education for persons with disability. Extension of maternity leave to 4 months. Pay depositors of collapsed institutions, financial institutions. Tax exemption for small and medium scale enterprise. Free primary health care. $10 billion called a big push for infrastructure projects across the country. build airport at Upper East. Why? Yeah, a new airport.
Upper East
Bolga. Yeah. Scrap import duties on commercial vehicles and other equipment for industrial and agriculture. Okada to be legalized and regulated. Provide 1 million jobs. Today we're centering on jobs. Free technical and vocational education. Okay, now the NDC says they're bringing jobs. They're going to introduce what is called National Apprenticeship Program. The big push, 10 billion, is going to create jobs. Maslock will be investment of 200 million yearly and employ a backlog of nurses. Who's that, Mami Tio?
You mind me that CP, Mami Chia, Washafo, and Wetifo, and I know. Okay. Titru ni minu anu mo sexual from planes. Na memmo ye manifesto committee no so abaso. Memmo ye campaign manager ye Professor Joshua Alabi. Memmo na abaso ne na pamfo nyina.
He's working quietly.
Yeah, Colonel Larry Bevrolate, yeah, the big boss is in town. And so ye mo na abaso pa na edwuma pa mo ye director of operations. Minua Stan Big Benson in the team so enra a very wonderfully crafted event planning and organization. And then finally to the NEC and all the party leadership, especially John Dramani Mahama and then Professor Jenana Bukwajima. In fact, it was so beautiful. And Adebako Kraima was Sigu Minister say it wasn't about somebody, it was about Ghana and the people. You know, we were talking to the people of Ghana. Unlike say Ebinum dia kwaye Mahama launch, it was the People's Manifesto launch. It was just speaking to the people of Ghana, and it was so beautiful. Minya, you asked about the big push, the job creation. Manifesto is hinged on 4 critical highlights.
That's right. 1,
the primary health care, which is an area I may very biased in. It starts from, in simple terms, the Jomahame Kanyana say, ufri we kurase, chips compound we kurase, health center we kurase, polyclinic no up to the district hospital ni die ni be free. That is the simplest meaning of free primary health care. Ukuta insurance, unkuta insurance, bibia ya unaonya ko hospital hope. Ye kopim so obehu doctor no wontua sika bia. Udru ya na ye card amount no go until said doctor be prescribe specialized treatment bia amount no before the issue of national health insurance. I just see a ABI operation way. I just see a way. That is the only time.
Okay.
You know, all primary health care, up to the district level there, it will be free.
All right.
Now, no. It is also going to create the avenue for massive demand for nurses and doctors. Until we share under job creation now, 1, the only over 1,600 chips compound in 4 years. Ekas is CC and Obabe primary healthcare free. It means that we have to build more primary health friends and chips compounds, which means more contractors getting to work in the districts.
Okay.
Which is going to mean say you be here more community health nurses, more nursing assistant clinicians in that area, more staff nurses, more enrolled nurses. You be here more. If you are building more polyclinic and health centers now, we are going to also need more medical assistants, more midwives, more doctors and the likes, because of all this infrastructure driver urban health sector. So those are some of the jobs he's talking about. Now, when you come to the big push, which is the 10 billion infrastructure development fund now. So
that's right.
Yes, he is talking about say all the major regional links.
Yeah,
Accra, Kumasi, dual carriage. Kumasi, Takrady, Central, dual carriage.
Kumasi Sunyani,
dual carriage. All the major regional 16 regions now link roads are going to be made major dual carriages. What that means is that a lot of our, and he says local contractors
will be 80%,
and about 80% of side Jumano. Into the Joe shops, the attaches, the Kofi Joes, the contractors, and all the rest, all local guys now. Omoye contractors, Omoye Juma so they are going to be very busy during John Mahama's tenure. It means more carpenters, more masons, more civil engineering students. More hands are going to be needed. It is not just going to be roads. There's going to be massive infrastructure development, even in the education sector as well. E-blocks na we are coming to complete all because you better abolish the shifts, and the double track system.
Okay.
2, there's going to be a lot of housing, district housing projects. Every district be and yes, I be reviving the housing projects na hono. O cut it one say we make housing, make low cost. Joma must yes the side the baby. Every house, every district be ano mo be developing unique housing system based on your economic demands and abilities.
Okay.
How ko tamalebun say omo was traditional oval round one libino sa igloo house in libino. That is based on their traditional settings. Hantinye drobonso be skyscrapers or drobonso. The detached or semi-detached. That is what you are going to see there, and we are going to do that also based on those things.
Okay.
And under the big push, he's saying small, medium scale enterprises, you may be offering up to your friend is saying 20, ubenya 1 year free tax exemption.
Okay.
Offer the even say Kessben, more medium scale honum bi. Mo fa nipa bro 20. Mo fa nipa bro 20 bi an ubenya so a new company there. Oba ubenya your friend is saying 2 years tax exemption.
Okay.
Now, monso amode cars ebeye commercial business. Commercial cars nyina eba yebetititi import duties na free so. And now medium enterprises ni nyina so no ye mo corporate tax no from 25% above 15% amamo.
Okay.
And he's going to decouple VAT, NHIS, so that it will favor businesses.
Okay.
So what His Excellency is promising us, something also in every region, we are going to embark on what we call the digitization.
Yeah.
Access to digital information.
So it's going to establish 5G.
Yes. It's a no. You are going to need thousands of people. Accra Digital Center Nkwano was demanding about 10,000 IT graduates. And imagine, say, you have a digital center in all the regions, all the 16 regions. You are talking about close to about 10,000 by 16. So those are some of the things, sir. Yeah, can was them. And I saw some brothers nibi castle and castle back clear nursing backlog. There is no nursing backlog because this your mama clearance to up to 2018. Me no case 2019 for Krewi. It be started almost service. 2018 for clearance now the clearance takes effect 2021 April. 2018 for now still even doing their services. You know, case almost your national service. You case your employer is a lie. Every year there are backlogs. By the time your friend is saying 2021, no, you see that the 2020 batch will also be completing. Calculations. So for me, that is one good news for me. And the aspect is to say, disability for no say you be create some fund number separately. This time around, they are going to enjoy monthly stipends. Then there will be 50% to go into their development. Development centered around disability-friendly development. Okay. Then he also talked about the payment for assembly members. So this time around, we assemblyman and we assemblyman keke. Government is going to employ you to be the primary data collection agent for birth and death in your electoral area. Until we just have birth and death data and they break abino. That is what we use to also make sure say every month be we assembly member, elected assembly member and Kwandi John Mahama say na baemuno ibetua woka. Also adwuma say birth and death be a bewo electoral area hono you report it to government. Then the legalization, regularization, and safety implementation of the Okada businesses. Eyana no dia ya twetwe John Mahama so obema adwuma o say obema Okada adwuma. You see, what you Kumasi now think kranya. Especially Kumasi, you might not, and some areas in Kumasi like in Shire, so you might not understand the use of Okada. Especially maybe the motorbikes and then the Mahama Kambus. You might not understand it.
But the tricycles, they say it's in operation.
Yes,
but
some of them
is the two.
Yes.
The bicycle.
And I say moto. So because obey regularize Bibia. How did Galamsey migrate from Galamsey to small scale mining? Galamsey was illegal. But you must adenu baby kekakono. Ye kasi ye ban still is working now. Then we brought in the small scale mining. And ye small scale mining who year. And even that side, no so John Mahama say, "Oh my, yaji omo excavators nyina ebi ayira nyina NDC ba mo excavators nyina ye be penny nyina asade ma de amamo."
No be so aji omo license.
Yes, omo nyina ye de be omo de be ma omo. So they should rest assured. Obi o ye small scale miner legally there, asem de etwen no. So what he's saying is that one, you be regularize Okada activities no. Nti say ye de mrako mrahye bedwom ne ye ka say okay, ade we ye regularize it. As part of the regularization and safety procedures, places like Accra, areas BTC, places like Kumasi, areas BTC Edum, and some places like this, Uni Kwanse, Odebebaho. It's part of regularization. What I say, because I will regularize the idea. You bring laws that will check them and bring safety. Idea ain't cover chaos, Ember, because see, you can say, decongest. Especially KJTI and Edum, because most of the traffic headaches in Kumasi are centered around this area. Okay. What are we doing? But what do you call me baby to say me boliga, me tamale, me wa, me drop on so, me fee, me hamidune, me fumsuana. These businesses are the things that moves. Because baby wa ka kokama. But police in Ibia ko jina kwaso no husu otwema. Ono motorura no epentem so or dodgy police in police in so pekwan ache no, and that is what caused some of the accidents. Enti a man penny say no sani manu oba obe make sure say ya pekwan bi so a ye be kire sa hase na mra ne kire say ubetimi akwa akoduru. Okay, ye ni say mudodo no ye pese hu mudodo ye de asensudie we mamu ye say that is what is called regularization.
Hold it there for me and let me join let me bring in ya opokumensa mami nti owe
Brian mami ncha Ghana fo nyina ne titiro mama jipenie etie Kessben no mo sa hwe wakasa fo nyina ni so Brian mama kwanya de meyire na dafo ene na menya nti ese me matime so matime de abusuan hwe nti abusuan hwe nti ade atome so mani
me bicycle ho free a
me so ade atome ni na homachi ani frame se DSA
kafra ya ko
nti meyire vida nti ne nana panini so no ana tete me abere wana tete ne abusuan ni nyina ena nso so ya me madam fo twotwomutwo Prince Duku our Gona education officer and the birthday. Okay, happy to me for Akonya wish my wishing a happy birthday. 1 minute. Well, 1 minute. Brian, 1 minute. Brian, enkoma ye die say ejebo ejanya babedru postponement aba and is a manifesto na babeto no say hon komo ne edi say die obewu
share jobs
share jobs do obewu ejamene na sefo ni nyina say dey to no ne ahwe ne a afenu ni mienu
why bewu
o say onasi akaya say dio ba nana do danko akufuado enyini dodo President Mahama if you say no koko akoda champ nana do danko akufuado per the natural order no nana do danko akufuado be weja no
That is an analogy or no day man. And you see a free prediction of so be wage I mean why and about Drew baby I come manifesto on se.
Is it part of the manifesto?
Oh, and come on Utia me Muaman and Ametiano na meeting.
Okay. Here it is for the first time.
Brian,
actually it is there. That's he gave an analogy.
Brian, it was a Brian and come on ye maybe the shots here free. Baby, number straight for United Trauma Methodist. Some form MHP Methodist in book normal kind 898. Or say once to every man and nation comes the moment to decide. Or say in the strife of truth with falsehood for the good or evil side, some great cause, God's new Messiah, offering each the bloom or blight, and the choice goes by forever. Twist that darkness and that light. The Abidija Tifons will be Alpha Methodist in book. No one shares no bobo. No one situated within the context in Komokra Yedi. And then this he catch the gun and Mebunu say, Ye mama kwenya mamoba abaimwa, amobefa Ghana Mebuna Juma. Yembisa also what led to the establishment of NAPCO? But I be try video so I'm saying me trade. And then another danko Akufo-Addo. Adia warrior at the education sector, not only employment though. Jatena Fidias work can copiously documented they abandoned the recruitment of teachers in this country. See, the culture regional directors and directors say, Babunu bi obewie suapon. And now even in our training college, yes, there is a ban on recruitment. Until the 19th of September 2016, Director General then, normal Director General, your friend of course today. Let all the ma na dwuma efo ne say yen nuanu mo wie training college no yen for mo ko omo district there but me am posti wo mo because omo nya financial clearance aban na body tirim so obefo omo adwuma aban so on for omo adwuma it's not ke anyone so ka wie training college crown bank how the automatic employment on the 1st of September na ko appointment letter aban se ma yen fa wadwuma. Nemo mi on who base ye ma school be akwa but they shouldn't even enter into the classroom. Abaya ni etimu no. And then ye catch say backlog wo baby nurses e was here clear. From 2012 to 2016. Brian, yem fa fidie na ke fa time ni nyina ye ma wo mo. Na wo mo friendsim, na wo di ho dance here. Say 2016, 2012, ekosi 2016, e dia na si krom ha. And they catch a Ghana for contractors have feed money majuma. Now kai for solar. Burkina Bay ni no President Mahama Ford. A man the contract and fan champ was on majuma chobi okroma. Brian Kroma yana ni etie. And the President Mahama Sif Kumasia of free airport. Esha ni sani fa so abo kroma yana dual carriage but eboa kayem se meboa. Asphalt Valley papebi. O ten na so for airport run about Baraga Junction so she paint na nam so white. Kwana susu ya black. Ghana ni contractor na yeye. Ghana ni contractor na yeye. Enya mono ni o. Ghana ni ene yeye. Enti share across the length and breadth of this country. Acquire what do I buy a year. Now within 8 years. A baby my
jobs.
I said that no one here can quit because contractors na here juma. We yanko farmer no ni so me you. Oba mi school about the Roma am 24 classrooms. Oba ka me headmaster work catch us by June. I can clear we are I must be free double tracking. So okay.
Yeah.
Date na I me headmaster cancer. Abaya my girls dormitory brand new Ghana ni see employ casual laborers ono mo ye juma o sa da na ho. Girls dormitory dey no and sana 24 classroom 12 Ghana for na ye Ghana mabunu and na ye sa adwuma no sa dan na ho. Brian way some project here make oko wow school Kumasi Anglican ko pacho broni bi na ye Ghana mabunu ala isisi adan na school mo no na do dan ko Akufo-Addo by within such short period of 3.5 years more. Brian one mark classroom accommodation and kola omatimi akotena classroom 133,080 133,080 and odiama with an average class size of 40. Sa project here make when you jack what are you project ni bio when you dey afena am ko green book man sana me hono we dey many fine and a meeting who dance here baby at the Corona Quaco drew. Then I met to a video so can Methodist in book 898. No cry and intro. Ye miss I say 1 year sumana and I see a dear anymore. A dear friend integrity, a bones a bionimu. Ye bones a bionimu. Obia wa freezy employment. And another danko for the by me no teacher for an uncommon so that that's on betting actually the NB. Including a more called private training colleges. Brian, over 68,000 of my colleagues, teaching and non-teaching staff. And almost so bosome swan. Omutimi de omonsa shom kotokumu. Eyi sika bo akonhoma. What is a teacher for complaining about legacy arrest? Arrest. Ba over 90% or so sa arrest. Ye mi say kwan be na fa so bae. Ti kwatere kwase obema to my tini.
Kwan be na dey fa so bae.
Obi a wo so wo fo obi adwuma. Nipa kro na ye adwuma for 3 years. No wa twa ne ka 3 months. Yetimi sa the letter ba say obi answer undertaking say we are taking your a first appointment letter ye free ho near the fofra ma near katisa period na odi adwuma nya ne atwa agu. Near what adwuma ni mu ye mpa wonya ne promotion kra na bai se mintua. Abai fofro bi na aba e na wo clear sa mess ni nyina dey free ho. Ba on mine na ye chichire. Enya agro ni yedie. O ma chichire enya nkwada agro. Because obi kachire say the also ebebunu ni kachire say ye betima free SHS ya and then koda area school ya just 20 years. Panyini na odwene konkan no ni nim dia so che akwada ne de no ehunu ni say prepare agina mu ye betimi aye because ya found re bitin ne kwase ye tam ya found ni sika ye betimi dia hye ye mabunu ni education mu. And what is the results? 1.2 million. The first batch every school mu. And kwada ne ntade on job creation. Ghana for ya na epam. What is here say akwada bia ku school say agene say apam ne so nkofa sika or the beto atade emra. Ghana for ya na ene etwa edema aban ede me di feed schools yi. All the last time I say sisrem ahafo abi e wa bra sisrem fo MBA school da. Say nyina ye bie bom. Ka jiro say ye chichire man. Ye ndi agro. Apprenticeship training or more can was bra. Unim a shoe factory, Atonsu shoe factory.
That's right.
Unim Methodist training school or kwada so. Unim NVTI or Swami.
That's right.
Me say that apprenticeship training is going on there. And kwadane court training no komu kwasa school no kwana. Abai sa mo one hot meal every day. And san one more TNT for every session be 5 cedis. Min gamen me chiro baby adene wo. Yankoni yankoshe. And it's all for NPP manifesto. And build up on the success story. It's yes we are
1 minute.
We omu training na sefo ni nyina. Abai tiri mu pone say ye ba be establish a hub. Ensa no dwuma for no omu pamade ne fit ne hwan. Obi o pamade no wanya contract say so on pam school atade be 100. Obeko se me machine chocho boy de meet me pam. Abai say me establish a entity na ma. Ye di fidi agum o contract na wanya ne fabra sa machine no be pam ne ko. It is stated in this manifesto. Stated in this manifesto. And ye the training in ma kwada ne nkoana. Enye endi honum. Ye tama kwada no nya sa de na wura adwuma nim. No wetimi aye e de asom Ghana. And the Ghana ni babunu sorry gina. Na ne gitimi the Ghana flag ye ne ho. Adan a Ghana ni ma benyam.
Thank you. For only 2 minutes.
Yeah, amahene me da se na me ka se ebeye manifesto versus manifesto. Na me nim se ja omudie minim say MPP forward dachi ni just so mbako heaven there because according to their logic no obi a why born that bia there any who can so heaven because why born that nkwa there you are doomed to go into. Thank God say your war obi ti say John Dramani Mahama wa baba emu pen wa be di amampani pen. He's seen it all. With whom mistakes. Now he has corrected those mistakes. He's coming to do it better. And no Ghana for any GNO. That is why this manifesto is so full of substance. You need time say one, Obi Kachre say Obi see 350 secondary schools. Mino kasa asase kura on toba akon. Obi kasa Obi see 88 hospitals within a year or starting July. Nanu omukodru omu manifesto Mahama launch no ansa no omukọ kai say oh ade no krasa ye ni husika o afi ne ye kwadwene say 2022 ekọ no sinyame boa na mu ye mistakes atoma ye bi omu de a ene afi ne ye badwene bebia ko pesika ho Me no kasa afena the whole 4 years afena John Nanado or they are so above to start the first ever district hospital in the life of the Nanado government. Ewa Shama John Mahama si district hospitals in Kwama Kumaku 22 in 4 years. That's a sign pa we kase or sabi Sibia Broswa or say onye bida. Minya November 2016 NDC gave the clearance for the your friend is saying employment of nurses who completed 2014-2015. You can Google it and check. You lose your buying, Kenoforiata cancelled that clearance and reversed it, led by the health minister now. That particular batch was only employed 2017-2018 clear. What you say? Health Minister and Kasako Parliament, Oko Ghana Health Service website, Obekchero say NDC for over 42,000 nurses. 42,000 nurses, according to Omama Health Minister. You, it will be better now. Catch say Yamfa teacher for NDC say from now onwards teach any national service licensure examination. You will do it at school. You see about the law school, mama, ubi law school, law faculty, awarded professional law certificate. You babe 50% of all training tertiary university. Admission. 50%.
All right, Brian. Yes. Say between community the other ba metrim this say can say big legalize you kada I chambeti say this be catch say best branch you be my license to operate and legalize it. So that is what they are telling us. Homosexuality. That is what they are telling us. Legalize homosexuality. My main letter be dated 12 July 2019. Or say recruitment of private and public trained nurses. Or say the ministry wishes to inform the general public, specifically private and public trained nurses, who completed the training from 2012 to 2016. 2012 to 2016.
You're talking about private.
I don't want to public now.
Private.
Okay, I don't want to. Let
me just also show you.
And this is a letter from Ghana Health Service.
Letter for clearance.
Ghana Health Service. And minister is a minister or a political appointee. And natural. And signed by the chief director, Nana Kwabena AJ Mensah, as a technocrat. Nurse for a meeting of videos in your debate no MBA Airlines. Many as for J. Phone lines, mama phone phrase.
For J is quoting 42,000 minister.
They should Professor Jane Nana Opokwajima. I think that he's failing on her job. As an English teacher, teach NDC to understand their friend comprehension. One more data. Go and get minimum one was our report in Libya. It is a data relating to the ratio of patient to nurses and our more health service. It's every year be a data. But you realize from some period it's stagnant. All right. Brian way. They say this manifesto a continuation of the achievement 8,000.
Clearance for recruitment of 8,600 for 2016.
Yes, Brian. Brian, me see, they should tell us, just give us the full life to
tomorrow when we meet, it's Kawasem. It's time for midfield action, and tomorrow we'll do Kawasem. Nurses will talk, doctors will talk, everybody will have the opportunity. Have a wonderful day and stay blessed.